Hey folks, I appreciate y'all here tuning in with the Nicholas WX team here. My name is Nicholas Driver. Let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast here in the next coming days here, as we got really a lot of severe weather that's here, and that's going to be staying with us throughout this coming week. Right now, we currently have a slight risk throughout the region, and we also have severe thunderstorm watches from Ohio going all the way into the Pennsylvania region. We do currently have about 2 severe thunderstorm warnings at this time, about 8:21 p.m. Central Daytime, around the 14th of April here, 2024. We do have severe weather today, but that is a slight risk. As you can see here, that slight risk goes from Ohio, West Virginia, going into the Pennsylvania region, maybe touching some of those areas in between the Maryland area, but most of y'all are in that slight risk. We did have an enhanced risk earlier today, but that severe weather threat has gone down. Let's go ahead and take a look at our 2% risk that we have right now. And we currently only got that 2% risk. Now that does show that we can still see a possibility of a spin-up tornado, but it's not a big threat. Take a look at your wind, 15%. We could see some gustier winds with these storms and with your hail. That's another 15%. So smaller hail to larger hail can be expected. Now, let's take a look at our larger range severe weather that we could see Monday, April 16th or 15th, 2024. We got a double enhanced risk again, as well as a double slight risk. We got a marginal and slight risk towards the Virginia and the bear with me here, I meant the Maryland regions around that area, where we do now got a slight risk for that area. We got an enhanced risk that goes from Texas and Oklahoma, and the other one is located around the Nebraska and Kansas region. Tornado is only a 5% risk. That's still showing that we could see that tornado risk be there. This could go up, but we're still watching for that potential. But if we look at our wind threat, that's also a 15%. So these are lower. It's our hail threat that we're really concerned for. We are really watching for that threat of seeing a lot of hail, because when you get this atmosphere that we're seeing, there's going to be a lot of updraft winds. There's just going to be a lot of that wind out there, and that's going to keep our hail up there longer, and that means our hail will get larger. So we can deal with some larger hail, devastating hail at that. That can cause some damage to cars, roofs, homes, and just many more things. So even though our tornado risk and our wind risk isn't as high as the hail risk, I still want you folks to be aware of this and to really pay attention to your local National Weather Service. And we'll go ahead and take a look at your GFS to kind of pan this out and see what we might see here. So take a look around Monday, 9Z. So 9Z, take a look at our time here. 9Z is around the 9 a.m. hours here, Central Daytime. And 9 a.m. is going to be early. This is before the storms begin to fire. So around noontime here, we will see those storms begin to fire around the Oklahoma regions. And if we take a look at our forecast models using the HRRR, we can see that right through here. Some convection may start out in front of the Oklahoma region. This may cause a little bit of this convection may help out in general with the severe risk. This may calm it down, but the main thing we are really looking at is those temperatures. 80 degrees out in front of this. So even if we have that morning convection, we still got a lot of that energy out there. And when I mean a lot, we got a lot. And if we look at our convective, that CAPE is going to be decently high. We're going to have CAPE in the 2000s range. This is going to be pretty much a SIG or a bar here, but around the Texas regions, Texas and Oklahoma going there, we got 3,000 CAPE going out here, another 3,000 to 2,000 out here towards the north central Oklahoma regions, and it's just panning out to be an interesting event in the next coming Monday through Tuesday. I want to take a look at your significant tornado parameter, and this kind of shows you where our energy is. It's a little messy right now. We're still waiting on the newest scans by 12 a.m. Follow me on Twitter at WeathermanNick1. I will be updating as soon as I get those updates. But we got that potential closer to the central Oklahoma regions here. And if we look at supercell composite, we can see that we got a higher chance down here towards the Texas and Oklahoma region and going up north. So we got a lot on our hands, and it's just something we really need to watch for, in my complete opinion. So that is one thing that I will definitely keep my eye on. I do want to take a look at dew points, as we'll have dew points in the mid to upper 60s. That's going to be a lot of energy to work with. So 3,000 Cape winds are going to be gusting at around 300, somewhere around that range, around 5,000 feet in the atmosphere. That is going to show a lot of energy out in front of this, and I'll go ahead and show you this. This is our trough. It begins to eject later tonight. By early Monday morning going into Tuesday afternoon, this trough is going to eject through the central Oklahoma region. Now, this event is looking to be more of a nocturnal event or an overnight event. That's what it's showing to be like at this time. And if it does pan out to do that, I need you folks to really, really be paying attention to your weather radios. Have ways to get warnings, as this will pan out possibly again as that night and as that nocturnal event. And we're still going to have all that energy go into the night times. 80 degrees weather is not going to go down just like that until a cold front pushes it out. So that is something we're going to continue to watch for. And let's go ahead and quit talking about our day 2 outlook. Let's take a look at our day 3, where we also have an enhanced risk for the Iowa, Missouri, and parts of Illinois regions. We got a slight risk that spans from Texas all the way to the Illinois and Iowa, Wisconsin regions. With that, we're going to continue to watch this system continue to move through, and we'll go ahead and move our sector closer out here. I do not believe we have HRRR data this far just yet here. And when we do get that, actually we do. So first of all, I want to take a look. This is 30Z, 030Z, 37Z, excuse me. This is where all of our cells are going to be spawning out here. And we take a look towards the Oklahoma region. We take a look towards the Oklahoma regions. We continue to see the convection spawning out here or developing towards the Kansas and Nebraska region. That's where our other enhanced risk is. Main threat is going to be gusty winds, spin-up tornadoes, and large hail. Winds can get up to 65 miles per hour possibly, and maybe 70, and hail can get up to 1 to 2 inches in diameter. So that's something to really watch for. And our convection down towards Oklahoma begins to develop. A little messy. They're going to be isolated, and this is where our tornado risk will possibly go up due to them being isolated. But they continue to develop, and you can see that low pressure system really begin to crank through the Nebraska and Kansas regions going into Iowa and Missouri, and this is where our severe risk comes to an effect within the next day, Tuesday. This is day 3. And the hail risk is going to be a thing, but a lot of morning convection seems to be the issue coming out in front of these storms. This may cause things to cool down. This may help keep us in that lower range, but even though that we will see that it's still going to be something that we are going to continue to watch for, and we just hope that convection maybe cools down the atmosphere and helps keep us non-convergent with that severe weather. Our wind gusts are still extremely high too, due to that low pressure system cranking through those regions as well. Take a look at your surface-based Cape. You can see it all the way up here, closer to that pivot point right there, where you could see that 3-pointer where the low pressure, the dry front, all that is put together right there. You got the warm front out here, the dry front out here, and the cold front coming in behind it. All that goes together. That's a 3 points set up there, and that's where some of our Cape will be there. So that will be something that we'll have to watch for. That may cause our storms to be moving mainly north of a direction, northeast. So that is something to talk about. But that's all I have for right now. I hope you folks are going to stay weather aware and keep your eye out in the next coming days. We do have a day 4 outlook as well, with a 15% risk for the Indiana and Kentucky region. That just continues through. It doesn't look like this will be as big, but we still do have a slight risk in this area, so that still coincides that we'll see severe weather out in this region. But thank you folks for tuning in with me here at the North Alabama Weather Desk and Nicholas WX Weather Desk. I really hope you guys stay safe and weather aware. We will try to go live tomorrow evening. Hopefully we can do that, but for right now it is looking to be possible. So I'll let you guys and folks know on the YouTube page and on our Twitter page. Thank you for joining me here at the Weather Desk. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday evening.